What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Arcade Colony as well as GLS content today. We had our first look at the upcoming launch title for the Arcade Colony platform, which is Karts. And I'm actually just showing this from the Invenium, or I guess the GLS town hall earlier today. If you want to go watch it, it starts at about the 28-minute mark, and I highly recommend you do, just in case you want to get a little bit more information. Now, there's no sound, there's no audio from the game itself, so I just have the town hall muted right now, where they're talking through a lot of the different things and just going through all the different options and whatever you'll be able to do. So I'll have this play in the background while I give just my initial thoughts to the entire thing. Now, again, I've watched it already, so I'm not going to go play by play here. It's more so just having it in the background so that you can see it while I'm giving these thoughts. Now, I have to say, I am very impressed with the quality of the game. Now, don't get me wrong, we're looking at this and it looks like a game that probably could have come out like 20 years ago, right? On web or some kind of Nintendo platform. It's very, it's very unique. It's got a nice style to it, but it's also very basic in certain aspects. But I think that is the charm for a Web3 title. We've seen a lot of crazy, really awesome things so far across the board with like, what's that called? Illuvium, Star Atlas, I mean, even Splinterlands, Axie Infinity, all these different titles, big time. But here's a game that is just simple, right? If you think Mario Kart, and Mario Kart is a timeless game at this point. I think there's like 8 or 9 titles already. It's just something that has continued to be a very simple premise, and they haven't really expanded much on it, yet people still play it, people still buy it. It's still one of the flagship titles for all of the Nintendo platforms. So this is a game, it's a kart racing game, very similar to that, but obviously with all of the Web3 benefits, and it covers all of that, I would say, very well. You can see here that there's a bunch of different customizations that you can do to your car, to your engine, to all the different things, to your loadout, so that you'll be, or power-ups, I think is what they call it. You'll be able to shoot like missiles and what is that? Missiles, celestial thrust, right? Lunar barrier. So it has all of those elements of a kart racing game. It's very simplistic, but it is perfect for what I think we're going for, and it matches the vibe of what I always thought Arcade Colony would be, which is just an arcade style platform. And the reason I'm so big on this arcade style platform is because that is what can bring on the masses, right? They were talking earlier on the town hall as well. And I do plan on doing, if people are interested, a 5 biggest takeaways from the town hall for Invenium and GLS, just because there was a lot covered there. This is more so just the initial video, right? Or initial reaction video. So ultimately, my thought process going into this is that it has a tremendous potential because there is a lot of opportunity for people to come in with very low skill set, right? Very low, you don't have to know much. You can plug in or use an Xbox or gaming controller and just play this, or you can use it on your, play it on your computer and have, play it on your computer. I think somebody was using like the WASD, right? So you'll be able to use your keyboard for that. Whatever the case is, you'll be able to go in, play the game, have fun with it, right? Here you go. You can play with up to 6 people. There's multiplayer mode. There will be earning potential with it. And then, on top of that, it exists on top of a platform that could have a ton of other games with, a very, fascinating tokenomic situation that's similar to Splinterlands and GLS, and of course, modeled off the Terra Luna. And I know Terra Luna is going to give everybody a little bit of PTSD, but the burning of Colony token for the script token or the stablecoin token. But we'll get into that at a later time. Right now, I'm just very impressed with where the game has gone and what we've seen from it so far. Now, the game probably won't come out for another couple of months. They said probably 2 to 3 months, but you can see already, and this is all the team members playing, right? I think you see Aggie on there. There were a couple of folks from the Salve team. I think I'm saying that right. But here you go. I mean, the game is just, it looks great. It doesn't need to be over the top. You have your power-ups. You're able to race other folks. You see them all on, on thing. You're collecting tokens or coins as you go that could, add to your rewards as you go throughout. So, there's a whole level of complexity here. And the only thing that I'll say about this, and I'll speak more to it when I do the 5 biggest takeaways, is, there's $5 packs. They're still going to have like, it's for a common, card. It's going to cost like 400, or it's going to take like 400 to max it out. So it's interesting, to see how many levels there will be to this game. Now, Aggie said that even at the lowest levels, it's fun. And that's actually a really important thing, because what I want to be able to do is send a game to friends and be like, hey, here you go, buy a couple of packs, right? 10, maybe $20, right? Just try it on the game. You will own the cards, right? You will own these cards. They'll be NFTs. So if you don't like them, you can always like sell them. Maybe you'll get lucky in a pack opening. Maybe you won't. But even if you just put like 10, $15 into the game, you'll own some cards that you'll be able to go play. And Aggie was saying that even at the lowest levels, it's still super fun. So I don't know how the whole rank system is going to work. Obviously, they haven't probably thought through all of the details there. But on the whole, the gameplay itself looks great. It looks fantastic. And again, when I say that, I'm not saying like it's going to compete with other racing games out there. I'm saying for a Web3 game that's going to be for a Web3 game that's going to be, tokenomics and reward enabled, I don't know that we've seen anything like this. And granted, maybe we haven't. If there's something else out there, please do let me know in the comments so I can go check it out and do a proper comparison. But at least on the Hive blockchain, which is something that many of the Splinterlands family here on this channel have come to know and love, we haven't seen anything like this. So being able to take a Unity-based game, have it be, interacting with the blockchain for all different kinds of transactions, being able to, participate within the game economy as well, I think it's fantastic. So, this is, there you go. So now the game is over. You can see how many, I don't know if this is how many rewards people won, but again, all this stuff is still, TBD. This is all just part of the demo. So I just wanted to share this with you because I know a lot of people probably aren't paying too much attention. You got a lot of folks who are only into Splinterlands or maybe only into Parallel or whatever other game that you follow this channel for. But I do think that this is worthwhile to at least consider. And if you're already in the Splinterlands ecosystem, just know, right, Splinterlands or the GLS ecosystem, just know that you're going to get access to an airdrop that's going to go on for like 5 years, right? There's going to be a fork, an initial airdrop that happens first, but then there will be a 5-year, I believe, ongoing airdrop for SPS stakers and GLX stakers. And we'll talk about more of that as we get closer to that date and if people are interested in more content like that. But like I said, it starts at about the 28-minute mark if you want to go check it out on the GLS YouTube page. I think it's fantastic. It looked good to me. I'm excited to play. And more importantly, because of the social aspect, because you can play with up to 5 other people or 6 people total, I'm excited to play with folks here on the channel and just have it be a fun thing that we do in the same way that I get together with family or friends and somebody throws on Mario Kart and we just do it for, we just do it for bragging rights. But now the fact that we'll be able to do it for bragging rights and people are going to be able to earn some ice cream money along the way, I think that is really cool. And because of that arcade vibe, I think there's a much higher potential for someone like me to get someone like, my Web 2 friends or people who are just slightly interested in like crypto and Web3 gaming. This would be the game that I would send them. So very excited for the platform, very excited for where this goes. Again, it's still early stages. We don't know how anything's going to happen, how everything will happen. So keep that in mind. And, just to be honest here, we've heard a lot of things before. We've seen a lot of delays before. We've heard a lot of dates and seen a lot of delays before. So things may not go according to plan. But as of now, we're looking at a game that looks fantastic, that looks fun, and I personally am excited about it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all in the next video and see you around the game. Take care.